I just got my potato order in from Wood Prairie Family Farm, and I'm going to show you which 4 potato varieties I ordered and why. First, I've got a staple, Yukon Gold. These are potatoes I grow every year. I like them because they are early maturity, which is really good in my climate, but they also are great for mashing because we love mashed potatoes. So this is the tried and true that I grow every year. Next, I have Dark Red Norland, and this is another one I grow every year. It grows really well here in the South, and the reason I grow these is because they're really good for boiling, frying, baking, but specifically for canning. I like to can potatoes, and you want a firmer texture for canning so that they don't completely disintegrate in the canning process. And I found that Dark Red Norlands are really good for that. They're also an early variety, so they grow really well in the South. Next, I have Purple Viking, and I tried these for the first time in 2024, and they quickly became my favorite potatoes to eat, especially when we're going to cook them, roast them. They're absolutely delicious. Some of the most tasty potatoes I've ever had. Huckleberry Gold's pretty close too, but they're really good baked, roasted, mashed, so they're kind of an all-purpose. I definitely have done all of those, and they produced really well last year. Even in our heat, they had really good production, so I definitely had to do that again this year. And finally, I'm trying a new one. This is Sarpo Una. This is from Wood Prairie. It is similar to the Dark Red Norland, but it's supposed to be really delicious and high yielding. It's also a mid to early potato. So we'll see how it compares. Because they're similar, I will be comparing this to the Dark Red Norland, but I love trying new varieties, and I'm hoping that this one will go well for me this year. So now I'm gonna get to planting. This bed has been added with new compost, so it is ready to go. The only thing that I want to do next is add some fertilizer for the potatoes, and I'm doing the Wood Prairie fertilizer. I did that last year, and I feel like my production was really good, better than usual. But the first thing I'm going to do is just loosen it a little bit, because they recommend that you put the fertilizer in the furrow, which I'm not doing rows like normally you do potato rows. Since I'm doing this raised bed and I'm doing it in the Garden in Minutes garden grids, I'm just doing 1 potato per block. So I'm just going to dig a little hole for each one, and I'm going to be putting the fertilizer at the bottom. And then I'll put soil back on top of the fertilizer for a couple inches, which is what the instructions say to do. And then I will plant the seed potatoes. These potatoes are going in the ground on March 13th, and they ended up sprouting about 2 weeks later, the latter part of March. But I did end up planting another planting of potatoes on April 1st. These potatoes are called Red Lesota, and I got them from my local feed store. I chose the Red Lesota because they are said to be more heat tolerant, which is really helpful for those of us in the South. It's also noted for its creamier, almost buttery interior, so these are great potatoes for being mashed. Compared to the Dark Red Norland, which I'm growing in the other bed, that maintains firmer consistency with cooking and with canning, like I mentioned before. It'll be interesting to see how the Red Lesota does, since I did plant them a little bit later on April 1st, which is later than I've ever planted potatoes. But I planted them later because I wasn't able to get the soil in this raised bed in time. But still, it'll be a fun comparison to see how it does compared to the ones that I planted at the right time of year for my climate in mid-March compared to a little bit later. Another difference in this bed is I'm planting only 2 rows of these Red Lesota potatoes, and those are going to be on the long edges. And then I'm going to be companion planting and relay planting other crops in this bed as well. Specifically, right after I planted these potatoes, I planted celery beside them, and I plan to plant okra in the very center of this bed.
The way that potatoes and celery grow, the okra will take over when the potatoes and the celery are done, or they just can't handle the heat anymore. But in this way, I'm able to have 3 different crops in the same space and hopefully be able to maximize this bed to the fullest. If you're looking for more information on growing potatoes, check out this potato playlist here.